Israeli forces pulled out from the road to Gaza City on Friday under a ceasefire deal with Hamas. Thousands of Palestinians began moving north towards the city, under Israeli assault for the past month. But residents said gunfire nearby made many reluctant to carry on, amid some confusion about when fighting would stop. In Gaza City, Palestinians searched for what remained of their homes. Fida Haraz, like many, found only ruin.
I'm walking in the streets, but with the extent of destruction, I don't know where the crossroads is or my home is. I know it was levelled, but where is it? I cannot find it. What is this? What do we do with our lives? Where should we live? A house of multiple floors and nothing left?
Israel's government ratified the ceasefire with Hamas in the early morning, clearing the way to suspend hostilities within 24 hours, though plumes of smoke still rose. Hamas is to free Israeli hostages held in Gaza within 72 hours under the first phase of US President Donald Trump's initiative. Jewish prayers were held in Tel Aviv's Hostage Square. 20 Israeli hostages are still believed to be alive in Gaza, while 26 are presumed dead and the fate of 2 is unknown. Vered Swede has been volunteering with the hostages' families.
Today we feel the hope, and I think every house in Israel know the names of the hostages, know their stories, know their families, and we feel they are like our children.
Trump said he'd be heading to the region in anticipation of their release.
I'll probably be there. I hope to be there, and we're planning on leaving sometime Sunday.
His plan leaves many questions unanswered as yet, including whether Hamas will disarm and how the demolished Gaza Strip will be governed. The war has tested the US-Israeli relationship, with Trump seeming to lose patience with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and pressure him to reach a deal. And it has deepened the international isolation of Israel, accused of genocide by a UN commission and human rights experts. As soon as the agreement is in place, trucks carrying food and medical aid will surge in to help civilians stricken by hunger and, in some areas, famine. Medics said bodies from earlier strikes were being recovered as rescuers reached previously inaccessible parts of Gaza City. More than 67,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's assault on Gaza, launched after the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel, in which 1,200 people were killed and 251 taken hostage.
Yeah, well, WFP is ready for the ceasefire. We have been calling for this for a long time, and it's desperately needed. People are very desperate in famine conditions, starving, and we are seeing the impact of that on the ground. We're seeing real desperation around our sites, around our convoys, and so this is a very welcome development. We look forward to this first phase of the ceasefire. The biggest challenge that we've seen thus far is the movement from outside of Gaza into Gaza. And this is where we've seen a lot of impediment. So we need all crossings to be open. We need rapid facilitation of movement through these crossings. So this includes the scanning of trucks, the approvals of convoys, etc. This is where we see the real bottleneck at the moment. We anticipate ceasefire conditions similar to the 42 days we had earlier this year. So more than 600 trucks a day being able to move in, and that requires rapid facilitation of the humanitarian logistics system. I mean, what we see when people are severely malnourished, they require not just food, but of course medical care. And so this is one of the challenges with any famine, but with more than 500,000 people in famine conditions facing famine in Gaza, it's a real challenge that they get the medical support as well as the food. So it requires specialized nutritious food as well as medical care. And so in these medical care facilities, they provide proper treatment for people that are. This is a key element to the scale up going forward.
خليكم جوا تفضل يا أم الحمد لله على السلامة هذا العيد الأولى وهذا العيد الثاني الحمد لله على السلامة يا أم تفضل يا عم كان في واحد
So we are anticipating, to be able to scale up starting early next week, and it's a phased approach over the next few days. And certainly that will depend on some of the details yet to be released on the withdrawal of the armed forces to allow us to expand the humanitarian safe zones and to work effectively there. We really need to access northern Gaza. So we have 500,000 people that have displaced south of Gaza City, but still 300,000 or 400,000 people trapped there, and they haven't been receiving assistance for several weeks now. So we urgently need to access northern Gaza. We're ready to move, we can move 600 trucks a day tomorrow. So we are ready to do it. We have the logistics support for both ourselves and our partners, where we provide that logistics infrastructure for the whole humanitarian community. And what it really depends on is the approvals and the access. So some of these details on the first phase of the ceasefire are yet to come over the next couple of days. But we anticipate as soon as we're able to move into northern Gaza, we will be there at a moment's notice. And we talk to all partners and we talk to all actors as we need to in every different context. We do not work with the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and moving forward we see the UN with the lead role in the humanitarian distribution for the civilians inside Gaza. We've heard these allegations, and I think, as we've said many times before, there is no evidence of this, and both on the Israeli and the US side, in fact, reports have proven this thus far. So we're very confident in our ability to mitigate those risks, and if we see any incidents, we take action immediately.
يعني ما قدرناش نطلع عفش البيت ولا واعي ولا اي شيء، ولا واعي شوتويه ولا اي حاجه في البيت موجود، ما عرفناش نخش على البيت. والله احنا كنا في شرق خان يونس وايضا جايبين معنا حطب من وراء الركام، يعني رحنا على منطقتنا اباده، يعني مش عارف وين بدنا نروح بعد هيك.